The Nurse and the Stranger, inspired by Luke chapter 10 verses 25 through 37, the Good Samaritan. The night shift at a Chicago hospital was grueling. Fluorescent lights hummed overhead, machines beeped constantly, and the stream of patients never seemed to slow. For Nurse Elena, the 12-hour shifts were wearing her down. She loved helping people, but lately the exhaustion felt heavier than her scrubs. One night, after finishing her shift, she stepped out into the cold wind and started her walk to the bus stop. Her feet ached, her back throbbed, and her only thought was, "Lord, just get me home." But as she turned the corner, she saw him, an older man slumped against a building, his coat torn, his face weary. Most people passed by without a glance, heads down, earbuds in. Elena hesitated. She was drained, and the last thing she wanted was another responsibility. The thought crossed her mind, someone else will help him. But then another thought came, sharper, quieter, which of these three, thinkest thou, was neighbor unto him that fell among the thieves? She knew the scripture. She knew the answer. With a sigh, Elena knelt down. "Sir, are you all right?" His voice was weak. "Just tired. Hungry." She reached into her bag and handed him a granola bar she'd been saving. Then she noticed his hands, red and raw from the cold. Without overthinking, she pulled the extra pair of gloves from her pocket and slipped them into his hands. She called a shelter nearby and stayed until someone came to help him inside. By the time Elena finally boarded her bus, the sun was peeking over the skyline. She was more tired than ever, yet her heart felt strangely light. In giving up her time, her food, and her gloves, she realized she had gained something far more important, the reminder that love doesn't wait for convenience. As the bus rumbled down the street, she whispered a quiet prayer, "Lord, thank you for putting me in the path of someone I could serve, even when I didn't feel like I had anything left to give." And that morning, in a city that often rushes past the hurting, one nurse carried home the peace that comes from living the words of Jesus, "Go, and do thou likewise."